Thank you, Mr. Chairman, and welcome to the committee. I have a question on Fish and Wildlife. Our Fish and Wildlife office in West Virginia has brought on just recently a number of new biologists, mostly through reimbursable agreements, to help with the backlog of the Endangered Species Act Section 7 consultations. It's been helpful, but what I'm really looking for is some substantive feedback on how we can improve this Section 7 process, minimize project delays. We're just getting a lot of complaints consistently in our state. So in a reaction to this, I was able to put into the Appropriations Bill, FY23 bill, that would direct the Fish and Wildlife Service to report to congressional committees within 90 days on the Section 7 consultation and provide recommendations on ways to improve and expedite the process, trying to get rid of the backlog, because there's a big backlog there. And so we're right at the time of this, around the deadline. So I wondered if, when we could expect to see this report, and can you shed some light on some of those recommendations made to improve those consultations?
Thank you so much, Senator. And we'll get back with your office about when to expect that, but please know that the Fish and Wildlife Service is making the most of limited staffing, funding, and other resources for the Section 7 and other reviews. Our budget request includes a proposal to authorize agencies to transfer bill funding to support this fish and wildlife staffing needs. So we're working on these on this issue, and happy to report back to you as soon as we have some. They might have specific details. Unfortunately, I don't have those specific details in front of me right now.
Okay, we'll follow up. We'll follow up with them. I am curious to know. I know I mentioned that we have a lot of frustrations in our state. Is this a nationwide problem with the backlog? I'm assuming that it is, and the process taking so long and project delays?
Senator, with all due respect, they reminded me that the goal for the report is today.
Right.
So
it will come out today?
Yes, that is our goal. It's today.
Good.
So hopefully we can make sure that is in your hands before the end of the day.
Perfect.
Okay?
Perfect.
Thank you. I apologize.
So response to, is that a nationwide issue? You're hearing this from other states with the backlog?
I am not certain. Of course, I will get back with Fish and Wildlife Service and make sure that they can provide you with that specific.
I would like to say the Director of Fish and Wildlife, in response to my concern, did come to the state with me to try to establish better communications, and I'm very appreciative of that. It has resulted in slightly better communications, not so much with my office, but with whatever the stakeholder is who's interested in trying to move together a project. So please pass that along to her. Let me ask you about another program, the Abandoned Mine Land Economic Revitalization. It's called AMLR program. It administers grants to, this is reading from your statement, to 6 states, 3 tribal nations, to return legacy coal mining sites to protective uses and foster economic and community development. You've made, through the AMLR program, $750 million available to coal communities, obviously critical in my state, and we've taken advantage of the AMLR program. There has been here, and this goes to the bureaucracy as well, kind of a moving of the football of what the parameters of this program are, so that there's been delays in getting monies that have been approved by the governor, because I do believe it has to go through the governor for the governor's approval for certain projects. And because of that, I guess I would just ask that the takeaway from my comments are that the consistency on what's required, what qualifies as a coal community. You know, we had a trail in one of our state forests that the backside of it was where the abandoned coal mine land was. Seemed like a layup to me. I mean, you know, it's a conservation project. It's great. It's well used, recreation. It's also an economic generator because a lot of people will go and come and visit. So, you know, there was a lot of communication issues. So I would just ask in particular on the AMLR program, that maybe leaving here, you might take a look to make sure that the guidance is consistent from year to year so that people can know what they're applying for and how to make their applications successful.
Absolutely.
All right.
We want the program to work.
Right.
And you're right. Your state is perfect for
Right.
these projects.
All right. Thank you.